Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. That worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Ito Smith, his first carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. 51, Mike 51. Dan. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Smith. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Don't get nervous. Slick back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. The connection made. It's Graham. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. You're confident.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
40 down. 180. We're good. 180. What's up?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Carr is going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 734. Express. 45. Later 8. Mike, 45. You better bring it. You better bring it. Express. Right now, you better bring it. Check this.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey. What down? 180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 52. Fight down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big play.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
51, Charles! 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Ready. 280. 54, stop. Let's go. Go.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Hey, Strickland. Ready to go.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready.
They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. From the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Hey, pick your game up. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Got it. Let's see what you got.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
185. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
46-yard line.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Foot down. 180. 45. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You're not ready.
On second down, Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check White Monday down. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
On first down, Richard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
180. 180. We're good. 180.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw is Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this one brought in by Sanu. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Back 25. 39. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Wait. What is that?
On second down now, Michelle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Atlanta.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The final shot here before half for Carr. That escapes the sack. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
On second and a couple, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On third down, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's third down.
Raider 2. Shoot this side. We got three. 637. 28. Express. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
We're good.
Jacobs now. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15. And And the Falcons.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 51, ready to go.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Falcons.
Ready. Mike 25. 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get down. Get down. Mike, White.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down by
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Check it out.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
To Michelle on the dump-off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
51. Two-jet bomber. Single receiver. Hey, guy. 18 loves to go deep. Put a body on.
2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 51. All day, dog. 51 to Mike.
Looking to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's what I do.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready to break. 51. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
1st down, Falcons.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw to Michelle on the screen. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready up. 58, come on. Down to lose 1. Back, protein spill. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Caught by Jones. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Got it.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
2nd and 1. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. 58, right? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Running is Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for Oakland, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.